I'm the only one, and Jim, who never gets thrown under the bus. That doesn't watch his feet.
Okay, so that's the only thing I don't throw him under the bus for.
I was going to say,
when it comes to feet washing, it's always me.
Yeah, but I like
he
to
doesn't wash
skip
his
over.
feet either.
I like to skip over the feet washing and just simply go to the swapping. So for you, it's washing. For him, it's swapping.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you got it easier, Heather. And you know what I think it is? It's like, if a guy does something kind of gross, but if the woman isn't going to be cleanly, then it's a... So anyway, that's not the topic we wanted to start the show with.
Double standards. What's your double standard?
No, what I wanted to ask, a couple things. Has the cold changed your plans for this weekend? Like, you guys got kids. Can you really just stay in the house for the entire day? What are you going to do? Because it's not like you want to be outside. Stuff's getting shut down. It's that cold. What do you do? And big picture, when it's this cold, do you question living here?
I don't, because I love the Four Seasons. This is just part of the winter season, and I have no issue like this. And honestly, I love the cold temperatures, the super cold temperatures without snow, because today you're making ice. And it makes it easier and safer for me to walk on any pond, any lake, anywhere I want to go to ice fish. You're certainly making ice today.
I like Four Seasons as well. I like living here. This is so cold. You're not building a snowman. You're not sledding. You're not skiing. You're not snowboarding. It's just death.
Well, okay, for you, sure. But again, I'm
so morbid.
I like having snow up until Christmas, even New Year. After that, I just want it to be cold with no snow, because and I wouldn't assume that you would know this, when you have snow on top of the lake, it insulates it and it makes it harder to make ice, or you get slush on the top. I love having the cold temps, just simply bitter cold, so that it makes ice. It makes it easier to get out there.
So how does this impact your Saturday plans?
248-539. This weekend. Okay. Because it hasn't affected the plans enough. Ellie, her birthday is next week. And so we're having, yes, so is mine. But we're having a birthday party for her tonight. She's got softball basically from 9 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night tomorrow night, obviously indoors.
Yeah, it goes without saying.
And so, no, it really doesn't change the plans. It does for my wife, because she grew up in Southern California.
Oh, yeah. This is
and when I met her,
cold.
she was living in Austin, Texas. So this type of weather, she is taking everything that she hears on the news about this being, from Mexico until New Hampshire, right? This is going to be an epic storm. If you've ever seen the Day After Tomorrow or whatever that movie is, she feels like this is the start of a new ice age, and she wants, went to the store yesterday to make sure she had all of the things. Yeah, she's all stocked up in the fridge, the pantry. Today I'm supposed to get more water in case water stops flowing.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, I mean, if it really does depend on
the person.
Yeah, because she'll say, "Hey, you're going to cancel everything this weekend, right?" And I'm no. And, on Sunday, it's supposed to be 1 to 3. Maybe if the storm moves a little bit further north, it's going to be 3 to 5. And I just kind of see that just another weekend in the winter.
Have you seen news stories from cities in the South where their grocery stores are completely barren? People have freaked out.
Oh, yeah,
but
Nashville, it's all gone.
Yes, I got a buddy that lives in Nashville.
I get that in those types of areas.
They're not used to it.
No.
Well, they're not, but they also have, when I lived in, just outside of D.C., the ice storms that they get a lot more of. If you're talking about Charlotte, sometimes D.C., Tennessee, Nashville, all that stuff, when they get ice, that is absolutely miserable. That will shut down everything. Everything else you could pretty much find a way to deal with. But that's... So in regards to making sure they have stuff you just simply can't get to the grocery store if it's all iced up.
So I was listening to WWJ last night, and I heard that DTE is actually sending crews to Arkansas. They're saying Arkansas spots could get 3 inches of ice. That's insane.
That's miserable. That'll shut down their world.
If they get 3 inches of ice, that'll destroy some power grids, not just lines coming down.
Oh yeah.
You remember the big one back in it was years ago in Quebec, where it actually brought down the metal electric towers.
Oh wow.
I don't remember that.
No.
So Michigan had suffered that last year, but it was up north.
Right.
With all of the trees that were, falling down, you couldn't get anywhere because trees were all over the roads, power lines were down. There were people without power up north for 2 weeks plus.
Let's get to the phone. Start with DeVell in Madison Heights. DeVell, happy Friday. Good morning.
Happy Friday. Good morning, everybody up there. John, go blue.
Go blue.
All right. That can describe the weather, too. So, I don't know. Take it for what it's worth.
Yeah. Well, not blue skies, but yeah.
Right. Blue cold. Yeah. So, my plans have definitely changed. My plan was I was going to be at the gym today and tomorrow, but I have to catch the bus to do. I'm not standing out there in that mess. So, no, I think I'm just I'm in an apartment building. I'm going to go up and down the stairs a few times to the 9th floor, and back down and up and down and, get my cardio in that way. But no way am I going out there. And the crazy thing was I was watching the weather all week. It started today, this earlier in the week. It said the high would be 9, and then day by day, an hour by hour, it'd go down to 8, then 4. Then I looked at it yesterday. The high was 1 today, and, all this stuff. So, nah, I can't do it. And the funny thing with John, when you mentioned about you like living in Michigan for the 4 seasons, I agree with that. And my mother agrees with that because she used to say that all the time. She's now currently living in Arizona.
Yeah, she's skipping 3 seasons. They only got 1 there. DeVell,
Exactly.
are you a former football player, maybe a high school football player?
No, but I did play like that, just off and on. Yeah.
I was going to say, instead of doing the stairs, big guy. All right, I got a challenge for you. How about 100 down-ups?
Oh.
Yeah, that way you never even have to leave your room. 100 down-ups right in the same spot. All you need is the same. Yeah, 100. Yeah,
awful.
It does sound awful.
Get them chopping.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna definitely try it. I had to tease my mother talking about the Arizona thing. We were talking yesterday, and she called. She knew she saw on the news about how cold it was here, and I told her she's sitting under a blanket at the fire pit, and it's 60 degrees there. It was cold there. I was like, you done got soft for real.
Yeah,
she's changed.
Got thin blood.
Different.
Yeah,
exactly.
DeVell, appreciate the call. Enjoy your weekend.
All right, you too now.
Catch your breath before you call back.
I played high school football, down-ups, anytime anything went wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Get them chopping.
Yeah, get them
hear
chopping.
my O-line coach in our head. Get them chopping.
Yeah. Blow the whistle.
248-539-9797. Let's go to Dean in Windsor, down south. You're on 97.1.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
What's
How
up?
you doing?
I'm all right. I'm not changing my plans. This is just another day. We're going to be playing pond hockey and bring the barrel on the ice, and that's I don't know. It's just another day.
So, Dean, if you're playing pond hockey, you kind of have the same thought that I have. You want to have the cold temperatures, but no snow. Once you get the banks built up, you want to be able to have good ice, but you don't want to have to keep cleaning it off, right?
Absolutely. It's like last year when it was kind of like this, we just brought our leaf blowers on the ice and blew off the soft stuff.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And we keep our house at 66 year round. So this is it's
perfect.
It's pretty normal.
Yep.
Mild in your mind.
Thanks, Dean.
No big deal.
No
Dean,
problem.
Thanks for phone call. Guys, my wife hates this. Every winter she says she's had it and starts sending me homes in the South. Hates the cold, signed Mike.
Well, that's when you have to send your wife creative ways to stay warm.
Like?
Hey, insert, I leave that blank, and you could insert into that however you see fit. Might have a little fun with it.
He mentioned pond hockey. We'll talk about our hockey
Problem
team.
is you can't send the kids outside to play.
No,
Hey,
you
kids,
can't.
go outside.
Talk about our hockey team a little bit coming up next. It's a Friday, which means we got picks, we've got the cookie jar, and we're going to keep talking about the cold because you guys got thoughts. We'll get phone calls and texts. It's 97.1.
Hey, this year's winter conditions are absolutely no joke. Black ice, blowing snow, whiteouts, 1 second the roadway or parking lots clear, and then the next second you're sliding on ice. If you're in an accident or if you slip and fall, know this. David Feminino understands it, and he's been an injury attorney in Michigan for over 30 years. David has helped thousands of people Pick up the pieces after an accident. Call David at 855-65-CRASH, or you can always go to his website, getdavidgetpaid.com.
Wait, the game went to overtime and the Wings didn't win?
I know. Well, we said it wasn't going to stay at 80%. So now what's it, 78, 76%?
Whatever it is. Our update guy, Brendan, is all bent out of shape because they lost last night. And I'm like, dude, it's a back-to-back with a backup goalie, and you picked up a point on the road. I'm not bent out of shape. Talbot needs to make more saves. Okay, cool. No Simon Edvinsson.
Yeah.
Let's just take the point and move on.
Yes. Take the point. That's exactly what I was just going to say. Take the point and move along.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like Edvinsson's going to be out for anything long-term, hoping to have him back for Winnipeg. Mm-hmm. And again, you're going to have Gibson playing the majority of the games moving forward, especially down the stretch.
Yeah. So hey, you want to win them all, but do we think there's no team in the NHL right now that's going to win out?
Nope. And it feels like at times no one's going to lose in the Atlantic Division, but
yeah,
it happens. So I don't have some big I can't believe they lost last night. I don't know. If you hate Talbot, put goalie on the list for the trade deadline, but I don't think it's near the top of the list at all.
Well, and I mean, okay, we know I'm more sunshine and rainbows, glasses always half full. You lost, but you still came away with a point. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to lose, at least get a point.
It's the best way to lose.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of weird for you because losing's never good. But
no, losing's never good. No, I would. Yeah, I mean, would I rather have two? Yes. Yeah. Two is more than one.
And again, they've won a lot of these OT games. I'm like, how do they lose? They take the puck and they circle the zone and they eventually score. But it was Minnesota that possessed the puck. And you know, it's tough when you play a team 3-on-3 that's got Quinn Hughes and Kirill Kaprizov because they're damn good hockey players. I think Quinn Hughes had 3 assists. Kaprizov had a pair of goals. You heard Ken Callow on the call. Mm-hmm. Some texts that have come in on this weather, John.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got the answer from you. Does it make you question living here?
No, I love living here.
Okay. Even though you're not from here.
So you claim.
Yeah.
But like Saturday, we're going to go out for dinner, and that's the only time I plan on leaving the house Saturday.
Okay.
This isn't like, oh, it's winter, I enjoy making, snow angels or, whatever. Like, this is so cold you don't want to be outside.
Well, I did forget. We've got a wedding to go to on Saturday night.
Oh.
And so, yeah, this is one of those where we're actually going to, leave Teddy at home.
Yeah,
Mom's going to stay.
This.
Yeah. This is the first overnight without Teddy.
Yeah, it's a sleepover. Yeah. How fun.
Yes. So the way it's affecting us is we're going to get to the hotel because my wife doesn't want to wear her dress, obviously, in the cold temperature. So we're going to get to the hotel, check in, change, and then hit the wedding. So not going to change anything for us. Still got to go out there and celebrate a brand new matrimony.
Heather, any altering of the plans?
In my head, this is not going to affect my weekend at all. Like, I still think we'll do what we typically would do. We have gymnastics on Saturday. We'll take the kids out and about. It's not like we're going to go gallivanting around.
Right, yeah, you're not going for a downtown walk.
We might go to the library and be out of the car quickly, but I still think we'll do our typical weekend things.
Yeah.
Okay. Text says, sister and brother-in-law are supposed to come down from Grand Rapids and have their daughter's first birthday party at my parents' house. They're staying now. I just want to see my nieces.
Come down from Grand Rapids. There's more come over from Grand Rapids.
I'd say come over.
Yeah.
Guys, we're waiting to hear if the high school wrestling tournament's canceled. As of now, it's still on. 2-hour drive for me.
It's just one of those things, right, where, you go through the checklist of things you're supposed to do or leave or not leave in your car.
Yeah.
The one thing I would encourage everybody to do, just make sure you're not driving around on an empty tank.
Oh, right.
Or don't park it overnight on an empty tank. Put at least a half tank in there. It's the condensation. But it's also if you get stuck, for some reason, if it does snow on Sunday and you're on a pileup on I-96 out in Grand Rapids area, like you want to make sure that you got enough gas to keep the engine going.
Now, hold on. I was the guy being like, hey, make sure you have a jacket and gloves. That's a very dad piece of advice. Make sure there's enough gas in your car in the wintertime.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's because I went through this with Lucy yesterday. She's obviously down in West Lafayette. She's got an internship at a hospital just north of Indianapolis. And because she's, quote unquote, now an essential worker, she's in nursing, that she has to be there no matter what. And so we went through the whole checklist of, okay, here's what you got to do when you leave Sunday morning. Because the snow is actually supposed to be more the further south you go from us.
Yeah.
So she's going to be in that, and we went through all of those things.
Right. Guys, the biggest problem for outdoor activities in this cold is how to keep the beer from freezing. You like it cold, but frozen isn't good for anybody. Bill and Lapeer.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those things. I'd put the beer on the ice and then every once in a while you get a slushy, frosty one.
Heather, the reason it doesn't feel as cold today, it's drier.
No humidity. Humidity makes all extremes seem more extreme.
It doesn't have to do with the wind?
Well, that also is a factor.
Because that's what I thought. But okay, I didn't know that. Well, awesome. I'll take it.
Cookie's saying get him chopping is giving me PTSD this morning.
No. Me too.
Look, if we're not going to finish the drill,
Yeah.
get him chopping.
I know. Maybe we should make you during one of the since you put everybody through that nightmare of a thought, that during the next commercial break or while Heather does her news, you should get them chopping.
No, thank you.
And instead of the whistle, I'll use the bell.
Heather said, aren't they just burpees? And yes, they're burpees, but
Yeah, that's not. We don't say that in football parlance.
right. Although the most football thing is there's not really a jump after the first few. It's just like a
Yeah.
just get your
Like
feet off the
gravity take
ground.
you back
Yeah,
down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of the news, let's get to Heather.
Well, this news is brought to you by Gardner White. So the news of the day is how cold it is. It's so cold today that a lot of places around Metro Detroit will be closing or moving online if they can. So Wayne State University is moving to virtual learning on January 23rd through the 24th. Belle Isle Nature Center, they're going to be closing as well because it's going to be so cold, the 23rd and the 24th. The Detroit Zoo, it's closing as well. Same dates. There's an event that was scheduled for downtown Birmingham, the Birmingham Outdoor Event Festival. That's been canceled due to, obviously, the temperatures. So just, I guess, check on things before you head out. There is a cold weather advisory in effect for southeast Michigan until Saturday morning, obviously, as Arctic air brings severe cold to the region. Wind chills could reach as low as minus 25 from Friday morning to Saturday morning. So be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking about it. We know it's coming.
And think about it. Like, we have some extremes. Like, this is the extreme cold, and there's a few days of the year that are extreme hot. But at least we don't have, like, earthquakes, hurricanes, all the bugs and swamp-like conditions in the south. Tornado, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Would you rather it have be this extreme cold or extremely hot?
Oh, cold all day long.
I think cold.
Cold. There's no question.
See,
And it's the
and
same.
I think I'd pick the extreme heat if I had to, because I can at least be in a pool or a lake or on a boat.
Right. Well, it probably fits into my theory. Is for a big individual, especially for dudes, like. When it's hot, there's only so many clothes I can take off before it becomes offensive. When it's cold, when it's cold, hey, I can always add another layer.
That's true.
Being cold sucks.
I think being cold is the worst feeling in the world.
Oh, no. Fat guy sweating, hand up.
I mean, that's no fun either. It's not fun when you have to work in the heat. It's different than enjoying the heat, but either way, just thought I'd ask. Sherrod Moore's attorney declared his innocence on Thursday and said she is seeking to have his charges dismissed. So like we talked about, he was in court on Thursday. His attorney, Ellen Michael, filed a motion to quash Moore's arrest warrant and a motion to dismiss the complaint against him. And she never went in to specify who she believes made false or misleading statements, but someone.
Yeah. I was watching the news last night or going through it on social media with Lisa. She's an attorney by trade.
Yes.
And she said, this is one of the options that could have happened, but she thought that it was the most surprising and did not see that one coming.
So what was the falsehood? Was it not a butter knife? Like, I'm very curious to see how this plays out.
Was it that
I think
he did
it's
not
the
break
statements.
in?
No. I think it's the
Okay.
statements that led to people calling the police or the arrest warrant being served to begin with or signed.
So the heart of this, though, is that he allegedly broke into her house and threatened her life,
And
right?
then continually had been texting her and stalking. I mean, he's charged with stalking as well.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's bizarre, and it's going to continue to be bizarre. And because they've come out and taken this stance, there is going to be a whole lot of back and forth that it's going to be very entertaining, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. The Oscar nominees were announced yesterday, and it was a very good day for Ryan Coogler's Sinners. It broke the record for most nominations for a single film ever with 16. So the previous mark was 14. That was shared by 3 movies, All About Eve, Titanic, and La La Land. So this movie, have you seen Sinners?
No.
Me neither. But it's up for, obviously, all sorts of awards. The big ones: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, and then the list goes on and on. One battle after another came in second with 13 nominations. You can see the whole list online. The Best Picture nominees, I'll go through those. Frankenstein, F1, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Train Dreams, Begonia, if I'm saying that right. I've never heard of any of them. I have heard of F1.
Yeah,
That's
I wanted
the
to
only
see
one.
F1, and then I just never got around to it, so it's a good reason to.
Yeah.
Only one I've heard of is F1 is not the one I've heard of. It's more of the FU. That's the one I've heard of.
Maybe it's just a just a down year in movies. Sinners ain't played nobody.
The Oscars air on Sunday, March 15th on ABC.
Heather with the news. We got the picks coming up next. A battle for first place and a battle for last place.
Oh, watch out, John.
It's 97.1.
Hey, at First Merchants Bank, they believe that the real value comes from building strong communities and strong relationships. With their new branch opening in the Fitzgerald neighborhood of Detroit, First Merchants Bank is excited to offer a banking experience that's welcoming, attentive, and dependable. Their easy-to-use, secure, and highly rated app makes everyday banking a breeze, allowing you to manage your accounts on the go, and their local attentive bankers are your partners in success. They're going to take the time to get to know you, give sound advice, and provide solutions that work for you. And as a fact, it's exactly what they've done for me and for my family, so that's why they're our personal financial partner. With a passion for fostering community development, their team is committed to helping you and your neighborhood prosper. Experience the difference of banking with an award-winning bank that truly cares about your financial journey. All you have to do is visit firstmerchants.com/Fitzgerald and learn more about how they can help support you as well. That's firstmerchants.com/Fitzgerald. First Merchants Bank, helping you prosper. Member FDIC.
Always an adventure. The picks brought to you by Shaner Roofing. Got a 1-game lead on Tom for first place, and we have a tie at the bottom.
Oh, that's Texas Tom.
Sorry, Texas Tom.
Yeah.
Texas or Texan Tom?
Texan.
Oh, sorry, Texan Tom. Yeah.
He died too
But
last
their
week.
quarterback killed their defense.
John, you and Heather, 12 games back, tied for last.
Hey, it is what it is.
Hey, it's Championship Sunday in the NFL, but we're going to start with college hoops. Both of our Big Ten local teams are playing at home this weekend, so let's start tonight. The Michigan Wolverines, number 3 in the country, they are favored by 15.5 points against the Ohio State University. Jim.
I think you mean Greg. I'm going to take the Buckeyes. Michigan's played 5 straight games inside of 15 points. Ohio State can score top 25 offense. Give me the Buckeyes.
That's nice. That's cute. But Michigan has been, quote unquote, slumping over the last 5 games. They've only been able to win by 10, 11. I know they had the loss to Wisconsin. I think they get back on track tonight. F the Buckeyes. Let's go Michigan.
Yeah, I don't know anything about their slump, but yeah. F the Buckeye. I can't even say it. Yes. I'll go with Michigan too.
You're just trying not to make sure you don't.
Buckeyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, is Michigan really slumping, or is the Big Ten just tightening things up? And it's a little bit harder in conference play. I'm going to go with that explanation, and I will take the Buckeyes.
Let's have a little fun here. I was kind of waffling on this. I know Jim's pick, so I will go with Michigan, although some flaws have shown here recently. But it's a Friday night. Come on. That place is going to be hopping. I think they put on a show tonight. It's on Fox. Yeah. Let's go with the Wolverines.
Michigan State is hosting Maryland. These Spartans favored by 19.5, according to Ken Palm. So let's start with John.
Well, Maryland has pretty much lost everybody that they had last year that was any good. They struggle. They're a sub-500 team. Michigan State just keeps rolling along, and I just want to see Colin Carr with more dunks. I'm going to take Michigan State in this one.
Yep. Go green.
My cousin went to Maryland, and she has, in fact, a Maryland-themed vanity plate. I will take the Terps.
This is a tough one for me because Maryland just been absolutely awful at times this year, but I'm going to take the points. I think it's a lot for a Tom Izzo team to trust to cover.
Yeah, they go through stretches where they don't shoot particularly well. They win a lot of ugly games. No word on if Maryland is going to have Dorothy Izzo playing in this game, but we know defense can wane for MSU. I like Turtles. Give me Maryland.
I like turtles.
Prop bet. We're going to go with Jarrett Stidham. Touchdown passes plus a half. He is starting for the Broncos this weekend against the Patriots. Versus Pistons wins this weekend against the Rockets and Kings. Heather.
Okay, so when I got this sent to me last night, I looked at it and I said, I don't even know what this means, but I'm going for the Pistons. I'll take them.
The Pistons are capped at 2. If you're getting capped, I'm not going to go with you, so I will take Jarrett Stidham here.
This is such a weird bet.
Basically, you're not taking the under.
I just don't even know what to do with this because, first off, with Stidham, it's like we haven't seen him play at all.
Right. In 3 years.
Yeah. That's why I'll take the Pistons, although there's some doubt with Cade, right? So could be a little risk, especially tonight's game.
Yeah, but tonight's game, the Rockets are on a back-to-back. And you feel good about taking this one and then winning the game against Sacramento. I'm going to take the Pistons.
I'm going Pistons as well. If these games were on the road, I might consider something different. And Jarrett Stidham, now the philosophy for Sean Payton is, hey, whether it was Bo Nix or it's Jarrett Stidham, just don't go out there and lose the game. I do have concerns at the end of the game. He's going to have to actually put the drive together to go win it. I don't think it results in a touchdown. I don't know that there is a touchdown thrown by him at any point in this game, so I am going to take the Pistons.
All you need is one time to run a little spider chew Y banana on the goal line, hit that fullback, got a touchdown.
That Y banana.
All right, the AFC Championship game. Hello, friends. Jim Nantz in Denver with Tony Romo. Broncos and the Patriots. Total over-under is 42.5. I'm going to take the over here.
I'm going to go with the over, too. And I actually think this over-under is slightly suspiciously high, which has me kind of questioning what's going on here. And look, these are two good defenses. Defenses create turnovers. Turnovers are always a wild card in over-unders. I will go with the over.
Broncos got a really good defense. You could say the same about Houston, and Drake May made some big plays, but Houston doesn't disguise stuff the way Denver will. I think this low-scoring game, give me the under.
This is, I'm going to go over just because I want to see more offense. I do think Drake May and this offense that New England has will score some points. So I'll take the over.
I'm going to take the under.
Oh, the separating pick here.
Uh-huh.
And to the game itself, the Patriots are 5.5-point favorites on the road against Jarrett Stidham, the aforementioned quarterback for the Broncos. Gov.
That's a lot of points to lay on the road. In fact, it is the highest. They're the biggest home underdog in AFC Championship game history. I'm going to take the Broncos here, have some faith in Sean Payton in this spot, and to get at least something out of Stidham, maybe run the football, keep it close. I'll go with the Broncos.
Patriots have been propped up with favorable matchups, but on the road in the altitude against a damn good defense, those points are tantalizing. Give me Denver.
I think this one is going to be closer than this. This is not only all of the things that you said, Tom, it is also the largest deficit that a 1 seed has going into a game ever, which you can imagine, right? It's a backup quarterback that hasn't thrown a pass in 3 years. So I'm going to take the Broncos.
This is fun. I'm going to take the Patriots.
Oh.
Okay, at least Heather's saving the graphic for us. Look, man, the Patriots are a popular pick. Do we want to see Jarrett Stidham in the Super Bowl? No, we don't. Do we do what's popular? Nay! Give me the Broncos.
Be interesting to see if there's any fishy officiating late in this game to keep the Broncos out of it.
It will that will definitely be interesting, especially with what happened last weekend. Very curious as to see how the officiating goes.
NFC title game, Rams, Seahawks. Over under 46.5, Jim.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody loves the over here. I'm going to go with the under. I think the Seahawks defense is the best unit in this football game, and the Rams defense, not bad either.
The over-unders always throw me for a loop. I'm going to go over simply because, you look at that last one that they had. I know what was overtime and more points were scored in overtime, but I do think that there's going to be some points scored in this game. I do think that there's going to be some turnovers in this game. And if they turn over into good field position or pick sixes, fumbles returned for touchdowns, I think we do get to the over.
I have no idea, but I'll pick the over.
Under suck. Give me the over.
I'm going over here, too, and it's just there's going to be a lot of explosive players on the field, and big plays get you overs quick. I watched a lot of the first game. The second game got all the attention, and that was a 75-point game. The first one was a 40-point game, but there should have been way more scoring. Teams didn't take field goals. Sam Darnold was intercepted 4 times. I like the over.
The Seahawks are favored by 2.5 points in the NFC title game. John.
I'm going to go with Seattle on this one simply because if you look at the last 6 games from Matthew Stafford, and certainly throughout the playoffs, he is still this year's MVP, but it's not at the same level that he was playing at prior to that. Is he hurt? Is it just the length of the season and he's an old man now? I don't know what it is or what the reason is, but I don't trust him to be able to win this game. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Oh, see, I do trust him to win the game. I want him to win the game. I'm going to choose the Rams.
He's 4 months older than when the season began, John. The Seahawks...
That has nothing to do with it.
Have 2 home playoff losses, only 2 since they moved out of the Kingdome. In the 2004 season, they lost to the Rams. In the 2020 season, they lost to the Rams. I will pick the Rams. Go.
I'm going to go with the Rams here, too. Sam Darnold, 6 total turnovers in the 2 games. They should have won the game in Seattle, and they just absolutely gagged it away. And that's why they lost the division. I think the Rams win.
Wait, the Seahawks won the division.
No, I meant the Rams blew
okay.
the second meeting.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Who's on first?
What's on second? I don't know what's on third.
Should have won the second game.
Yeah.
That would have won them the division.
I have such a hard time with this because all year I've said the Rams are the best team in the NFL, but I have a hard time because since the end of November, this team's played sluggish football, 3-3. 2 of those wins were against the Arizona Cardinals, and then in the playoffs, they haven't looked really good.
Well, they lost to Carolina and then barely beat Carolina.
I know. Turnovers are going to decide this game. Seattle's got the defense to force the turnovers. I'm going to take Seattle.
Fun fact. This series, this year, separated by 1 point and 1 yard of offense.
No
It
kidding.
has been as tight of a matchup, and this is going to be fun on Sunday.
Those are the picks brought to you by Shaner Roofing, 97.1.
Hey, you want to watch some of those great matchups this weekend and you want to get away from the cold? The place to do it is America's favorite place, Stadium Swim, located at Circa Resort and Casino. Catch all the biggest games at a viewing experience built for sports fans. You could chill at one of the 6 pools on 3 different levels for a perfect view of their massive 40-foot tall high-definition screen located at Circa Resort and Casino. It's located in downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. Stadium Swim. Book your spot today at circalasvegas.com.
Championship Sunday. Who do you want? Who do we get? 248-539-9797. We took a stab at it in the picks. Who do you want, John? And who do we get?
Well, I mean, it's an interesting question because I probably want Broncos Seahawks.
You want Stidham in the Super Bowl.
I think it's
you want 2 weeks of
a great story.
build-up.
Well, some of it's the story of Broncos getting there without their starting quarterback. Some of it is the Patriots and the soft schedule that they had. Now, I'm not using it as a crutch. I'm not saying that you can only play the games on your schedule. And then when you get to the postseason, you can only play the teams that are, that you're going to be matched up against.
Of course.
But I don't know, maybe it's for Drake May. Like, I don't want his first Super Bowl to be, well, you got there because of the weak schedule and you played a team that didn't have a starting quarterback. Like, he's better than that. He's earned more than that, right. But that's what people are going to say.
But if Stidham's in the Super Bowl, there's a greater chance that the Super Bowl game itself is a dud. We wait 2 weeks, we build this thing up. It's the finale of the football season, and if it's 28-3, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, but Broncos Seahawks could be Patriots Rams, where it's what is it, 13-10 or however that game ended, 10-3. It's a defensive battle, and I know no one likes to go back to that Super Bowl and say, "Oh, what a great Super Bowl!" But watching Wade Phillips and watching Belichick and the chess game that it was, I just from the analytical and the just dissecting a game standpoint, I love that Super Bowl. So I want Broncos Seahawks. What I think we're going to get is Patriots Seahawks.
Now I know why you like that low-scoring Super Bowl. It's because Sean McVay got his lunch handed to him in that game. The chess match felt like Belichick was 3 steps ahead the whole way. Goff and company didn't even score a touchdown.
And not surprising you would say that, and maybe that plays a little bit into it. But no, for me, it was just strictly what I was watching on what I now watch on film.
Yeah,
that was the game that let us know that the in-helmet communication cuts off at 15 seconds.
Correct.
Yeah, because there's a lot of scrambling in that right before the snap. Okay, I want to see the 2 quarterbacks who vied for the MVP award face off in the Super Bowl. I think that is the richest storyline. We avoid Jarrett Stidham. There's the legacy Stafford component that can carry some of the 2-week layoff. And then just the throws that both those guys can make. You get the old wily vet against the rising young stud in Drake May. Like that to me is the Super Bowl I want to see.
MVP candidate versus MVP candidate?
Yeah. What's the Super Bowl I think we get? Sam Darnold against Drake May. And then if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, their path was Chargers with no O-line, Stroud giveaways, backup quarterback, and Sam Darnold.
When do we give Sam Darnold a little bit of credit?
When he wins the Super Bowl, damn it. It's a fair question.
Because, I mean, last year, yes, and we said this, and I've said it this year in regards to when we're making our picks, which is why I suck at picks, is how could the Seahawks possibly win a big game with Sam Darnold? Well, they just do. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that if he wins, Sam Darnold is going to be talked about as a future Hall of Famer. No. But you got to give him a little credit. It's now 2 years in a row with 2 separate teams that during the regular season, they've been able to get to 14 wins.
Well, you're emphasizing team. It's why I picked Seattle in the picks. I think they have the better team. I mean, Josh Allen was the better quarterback. He lost to Buffalo, and Stafford could very easily be forced into a couple postseason mistakes by the better team.
But you can't just be a complete bum.
Well, Darnold's 3rd in the league in picks. I mean, he has not been some star quarterback this year.
No, and I'm not saying he is, but he does deserve a little bit of credit to where they are.
Their playoff win, which they have this season, he threw for 124 yards and a solo touchdown. When does Sam Darnold get more credit? When he plays better.
Well, he'll have that opportunity on Sunday.
Yeah, but I have it as a low-scoring, bludgeoning, like Sam Darnold throws for 212 yards, a touchdown, and a pick, and they win the game. And now I got to watch Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl.
Right.
I'd rather Rams-Patriots. But we want to know from you guys, of all the possible matchups, what do you want and what do you get? Because you don't always get what you want.
So with the Sam Darnold story, I find it fascinating that why don't people root for him as an underdog? Like,
Well, I kind of am.
But most people aren't, John. You know, Mike has the ginger thing against him, and he just will not give in no matter what.
He hates redheads. It's weird.
Yeah. But in all being serious about it, how's it different than Baker Mayfield's resurrection?
Well, Baker's cocky, right? Like he kind of. There's people who love that very much chip on the shoulder in your face persona.
Well, and so Baker Mayfield, either you love him or you hate him. There is a distinct emotion that you have with Baker Mayfield. I don't know that there's a distinct emotion you have with Sam Darnold. It's kind of like,
He's strawberry ice cream.
Which is why I love the matchup of Broncos and Stidham, the underdog, and then all of a sudden with the Seahawks and Sam Darnold.
But work with me, strawberry ice cream.
Strawberry ice cream, yeah.
Yeah, there's some people don't
I
like
love almost all kinds of ice cream.
The chunks of strawberry, those are like the imperfections in his game, the like weird texture from some of the like frozen chunks of strawberry in there.
What?
Yeah.
You're weird.
I'm weird.
Yeah, it's like chocolate chip ice cream, but I don't like the biting into the chocolate chips. Strawberry ice cream with chunks of strawberry is the way it should be.
I can't be the only one that thinks that. Like, I like the flavor of strawberry ice cream. The chunks are a little off-putting to me. I'm alone on this? Really? No one else on the show is going to stick up for me?
I'm not a strawberry guy.
Okay.
Well, strawberry ice cream wouldn't be my top one. Yeah, spicy garlic ice cream. Ugh. That one I might say no to. But strawberry ice cream, again, not the top of the list, but if you're going to have strawberry ice cream, have some chunks of strawberry in there. A little something to chew on.
That's the other thing. No one's ever asking for strawberry ice cream, just like no one's ever asking for Sam Darnold to quarterback a Super Bowl team.
Teddy asks for strawberry ice cream.
Does he?
Oh, it's his favorite, yeah. We get the Neapolitan ice cream, and I usually eat the chocolate and the vanilla, and he has all the strawberry. But the only reason I don't have strawberry is because he wants it.
I think you're making my point, though. I think strawberry is the last flavor eaten in a Neapolitan carton of ice cream.
I don't think so.
No? Heather?
No. I don't like chocolate ice cream.
That and more next. 97.1.
The Red Wings suffered a rare overtime loss last night to the Minnesota Wild as they fell 4-3. Detroit entered the game with a 10-4 record in games that ended past regulation. That included an 8-2 mark in games that ended in overtime prior to reaching a shootout. However, the Wild capitalized on an off night for Wings goalie Cam Talbot and the absence of injured defenseman Simon Edvinsson by winning the game in OT. Detroit did break the tie in the Atlantic Division with the point earned. They now sit at 67 points for the year, one spot ahead of Tampa Bay. They're still tied in the East with Carolina, who also lost in a shootout last night. And in case you missed it yesterday, MSU basketball head coach Tom Izzo commented on the Charles Bediako situation. Bediako has been in the G League for 3 seasons, but will be allowed to return to his former school, Alabama, and suit up for the Crimson Tide this weekend. Here's what Izzo said after practice yesterday. Michigan State hosts Maryland this weekend. Dan Skipper retired yesterday. The Lions' reserve O-lineman played 9 seasons in the NFL, 8 were in Detroit. And breaking news, the morning show doesn't know ball when it comes to movies. None of you guys have seen Sinners? Come on. At the Corewell Health Sports Desk, I'm Brendan Shabath. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Pipe down. So we asked what you want out of the Super Bowl. Who are we going to get? Who do you want to get? And John, would you believe it or not? Most of the response are on strawberry ice cream.
I do believe it. First of all, your strawberry ice cream take is terrible.
I am
if
happy.
you just have normal strawberry ice cream with no chunks, then, I mean, Heather made a great point at the break. Then you just kind of feel like it's just, hey, pink number 9 or whatever the artificial,
flavored.
you throw little chunks in there. And again, I know the rest of it may be all the things that we just talked about, but at least you get some strawberry chunks.
It feels more
real.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to be with cookies on this one. I'm looking for Rams, Pats in the Super Bowl. I'm afraid I'm going to get Seattle Patriots And strawberry ice cream with the texture of the frozen strawberries is off-putting. Those chunks of strawberry in strawberry ice cream are top tier. That's Nate in Allen Park.
Well done, Nate.
Guys, I love strawberry ice cream. It's my favorite, but I hate the chunks, from an unnamed text.
So how is that different? Do you like a banana split?
I do, yes.
Okay. So with a banana split, you have your ice cream, got you obviously your banana, and then you have chocolate. You may have some caramel topping. You also have generally fruit topping. And I'll ask for it minus the pineapple. I'm just not a big pineapple fan in that situation. But strawberries, actual strawberries, make it better. So
maybe this is what it is.
You just don't want it in. You want it on top?
Kind of a personal question. No, now that I'm really talking this out, I'll give him a minute to collect himself.
I wasn't going there. Why do you always have to make it so dirty?
Right, that's
Is
me.
it different because they're like fresh strawberries and not the frozen?
That's what I
of?
think it is. I like fresh strawberries. I don't like frozen strawberries.
Well, how about at a Costco you can get the frozen chocolate covered strawberries, and they're tremendous.
I don't think I've ever bought them. I'll buy the frozen strawberries.
The
to put
True
in, like,
Fruit, whatever that,
smoothies or
the True Fruit. You can get raspberries. You can only get the chocolate covered strawberries there, but they're tremendous.
Guys, I genuinely don't care who wins this weekend. I won't be watching. I've watched all the playoffs. It's not changing. I haven't watched all playoffs, and it's not changing. Going forward, what's even the point?
Well, the point is there's only 3 football games left until the dreaded offseason.
Pro Football Talk.
They're looking for the UFL.
Yeah, no thanks. Pro Football Talk thinks this could be one of the highest rated football championship weekends ever. Some of that is people are going to be stuck inside with this brutal weather across the country. So maybe you're forced to watch and you don't want to watch.
Yeah, by the time you get to Sunday night, if you're going to stay inside, you've been watching whatever show it is, and you've probably watched every season, every episode, and now it's like, what do we do on Sunday night? Oh, let's watch football.
Good morning. I agree. Strawberry ice cream is best served without the chunks. Steve in Heartland. Travis, St. Clair Shores. Cookies, you're not alone. I like the flavor of strawberry, but I don't like the texture of it in the ice cream. Strawberry ice cream is great. Love the strawberry pieces. Strawberry sherbet is even better, though.
That's what I said. I
But
love.
that's not ice cream.
No, it's not. But I typically, if I go to get ice cream, I'm getting like a sorbet or something that's
Now,
not.
is gelato an ice cream?
It's different, but I prefer
Italian
gelato.
ice.
Yeah, well, that's
Well,
not
of course
Italian ice, but
well, it's Italian, right?
it's Italian. Gelato is, yes.
So what do you call it?
Gelato.
It's gelato. It's its
Yeah,
own
I
thing.
understand that.
It's not
but
ice cream. It's not ice. It's its own thing. It's gelato.
I like some gelato. Okay. It's a little bit sharp for me.
Okay.
I like the more muted flavors that you get in ice cream.
So there's a pizza place I love, and they do like gelato on a separate counter, and they'll do like a pistachio gelato. I don't know if you like pistachio. Okay, never mind. Moving on.
Nut flavored ice cream? Sure.
They do a cookies and cream if that's more your speed, John.
Well, how about just chocolate?
They do a
vanilla.
chocolate. Yeah.
You know,
You don't like the exotic flavors?
I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm kind of a basic type of guy.
But John, it's funny. I'm not going to judge you, but the texters are judging Heather.
Oh gosh, why? What did I do? Of course they're judging me.
I love how Heather just drops a bomb right before the break. Who doesn't like chocolate ice cream?
Me.
Jason in a car.
That's true. I don't like chocolate in general. Like I'll eat, maybe on Halloween I'll have like a little bit of chocolate, like a Kit Kat or something, but I don't like chocolate. Like I don't crave chocolate. I don't love chocolate, and I don't like chocolate ice cream.
I wonder if that is okay. I'll make probably a terrible generalization here or assumption, but is that because you don't eat meat? Do a lot of people that don't eat meat, do they not like chocolate? Like, is there a correlation there?
I don't
There's
think
no.
so.
I mean, chocolate's not. It's a
I
plant.
understand that. No, but I'm just wondering if that is something that
Like a Venn diagram. Like they.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's any correlation. And I guess I shouldn't say I don't like chocolate ice cream. I don't prefer it, and I'd prefer not. It's not my favorite.
Heather,
Yeah.
chocolate ice cream, it's too sweet.
Oh, really?
It's too much,
Yeah.
man.
You're gonna back her on this?
Yes, it's too much. I'd rather have a vanilla with a little bit of chocolate thing, or obviously mint chocolate chip is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Now, do you like regular chocolate?
I mean, I like it,
So like
but
Valentine's
I don't
Day.
eat it. No, I don't love chocolate. I mean, I'll eat it, on Halloween, I'll have a piece of chocolate, but I don't prefer it. It's not like my go-to I like
You like
the gummy
stuff,
candy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the hard thing about getting back to the strawberry ice cream
Yes.
is actually just finding strawberry ice cream. Because you generally have to
itself?
go with
Yeah.
the Neapolitan, and I don't, as we've all discovered over the past number of years, I don't like my flavors to touch.
They do have strawberry sorbet. You can always get at the grocery store.
I don't want sorbet. Sorbet is, yeah.
But I like to mix it with others. Like I get a strawberry sorbet and a lemon sorbet.
Yeah, but it's your
Very
choice.
good.
Your choice to
Yes.
make the flavors touch.
Yes, it is.
Cookies, Neapolitan strawberry is saved for last because you save the best for last. You can't have chocolate as your last taste. Signed, Jay. Forget strawberry ice cream. We know Cookies loves pineapple ice cream. Roy in Clarkston. Fresh strawberries with vanilla ice cream. Delicious. Okay. Cookies likes nut cream. LOL.
I was wondering if anyone was going to go there.
Trust me.
Surprised it wasn't you, John.
We got
I
a
mean, you
live
did bring it
stream
up.
of audience.
I don't always have to go there. I can
really?
be the grown-up on the
Can
show.
you?
Yes.
You're hardly the grown-up. 248-539-9797. This is my favorite one. I thought this was a sports show. Guys, we threw a football question out there. You
Yeah.
guys care more about ice cream.
Yeah. Do you want chunky strawberry or creamy strawberry? It's like we could go down this road with the peanut butter. Do you like creamy peanut butter or the chunky peanut butter?
Chunky peanut butter is gross.
I agree.
My wife likes the chunky peanut
She
butter.
does?
I know.
I'll
If I'm
stay away
eating
from
it, if I'm eating it raw, just like ice cream, chunky.
Food's doing us no favors.
Did she meet you? Were you guys together when it was FJC?
No, I had lost the
Chunky
weight.
Costa? Okay.
that. Yeah, so she always likes it chunky.
I don't know if we've ever been this off the rails.
Yeah, like Madagascar, that movie, that cartoon movie.
Yeah.
I can't remember who's the hippo who sings the "I like it chunky." I like him chunky.
I've never seen
I don't
it.
know.
have
I've not
no
watched
idea.
it either.
When the kids get just a little bit older, Madagascar 1, 2, and however many different variations they have, they're gonna love it.
Okay.
Chocolate ice cream is booty. That's from Matt. My son doesn't like chocolate. The bitterness stands out. I'm with Heather. Jake and Howell does say he's a big strawberry ice cream fan. Heather doesn't like chocolate. Her husband can save a lot of money on Valentine's Day.
He does. I don't like Valentine's Day either, so.
Well, chocolate at Valentine's Day is probably one of the cheaper things that you can do. So you move on to other things, and now it becomes
Just
more expensive.
Swedish fish, something like that.
Not even
Fine.
chocolate covered strawberries. Not even the
no.
frozen ones, but regular ones. They're delicious.
I like a chocolate covered strawberry.
Yeah,
I'm frozen.
You should try it. The frozen.
The frozen ones
Yeah.
from okay. Coffee ice cream is this. This is hilarious, by the way. We got championship weekend. I got Seattle and LA, the third meeting. John brings up a great stat decided by 1 point and 1 yard for the season. Who do you want? Who are we going to see? Coffee ice cream is great from the text.
My kids like coffee ice cream, but I can't do it. And I love coffee. I'll drink coffee all day long, but I can't do the cold brew, and I can't do coffee flavored ice cream.
I don't like coffee flavored ice cream either.
Either.
So when we talked before the show, there's no sizzle around these games. That's why there's more sizzle around the ice cream.
Yeah, I get there not being sizzle around Jarrett Stidham, but I think the second game on Sunday, I mean, it's a great matchup.
I just honestly, in regards to Jarrett Stidham, is it most likely that the Broncos come out and they score 3 field goals and maybe get a pick 6? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably the most likely scenario. But there is a world, a very minute side of the world where he actually comes out and performs. Like, does he get in the zone? Does he have that day?
Yeah.
How does Sean Payton construct the game plan? Like, I'm very curious to see what Sean Payton does offensively.
We had Ross Tucker on yesterday, and he brought up how there's kind of a free roll for Sean Payton, and he has a chance to like further stamp his resume as an offensive
And there
genius.
may be no bigger ego in the coaching world than Sean Payton.
Did you see his interactions with Denver reporters? He's just a jerk to be a jerk. A guy asked a question about a linebacker playing downhill, and he goes, "What do you know about playing downhill?"
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Sean, what the hell? The guy's just asking about run defense.
He
Anyway,
said the guy didn't know ball.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
In essence, yeah.
But when Ross said that yesterday about Sean Payton and legacy and opportunity, I looked it up. We both looked this up. No coach has ever won 2 Super Bowls with 2 different franchises. He has a chance to do it, having done one with the Saints.
And there was only one coach. I'm trying to find if it'll tell me again who it was that won pre-Super Bowl era an NFL championship. It's not telling me now, but it was like
a funny name.
Yeah, it was. I think his first name was Weeze.
Yeah, Stoney probably watched him play.
Yeah,
Or
who
coach.
won an NFL championship pre-Super Bowl era and then won a Super Bowl.
Now, there have been coaches who have coached in multiple Super Bowls. Parcells coached and won with one and appeared with another. Andy Reid, same deal, Eagles and Chiefs. But nobody has won 2 Super Bowls with 2 different franchises. Sean Payton 2 wins away.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got the cookie jar for more fun, hilarious nonsense coming up at 7:35. We have Heather in the News coming up next, 97.1. Winter means cold temperatures. It means snow. It means icy roads. And it means serious injuries from car accidents. Nobody wants it to happen, but when it does, you need someone who's going to look out for you. KG Law. Lawrence KG will make sure you and your loved ones get paid big for your injuries. KG's uniquely qualified to fight for you when you're injured in a car accident. He's won more than $100 million for his clients, and he'll win big for you. KG will make the driver that hit you accountable, and he'll fight their insurance company to get every dollar you deserve. 877-KG-CARES. That's KAJY, KGCares.com. All right, before the cookie jar and just utter nonsense, there is this story in the world of sports that we got to draw a line in the sand. They got to figure this out, John.
They do, and there's been so many different cases. You go from Baylor to Alabama, and it's guys that have played in the G League, guys that have signed two-way contracts, but they've never actually played an NBA game, and a lot of them have, honestly, Pistons connections. But the NCAA tried to take a stand on the newest one, and that is with the player down at Alabama in regards to they initially said, no, you're not eligible. He played 3 years at Alabama, was it 3 years in the G League, two-way contracts, one of them actually, with Bediako is his last name. Charles Bediako. And then now he's back at Alabama because he had 1 year of eligibility left. He left after 3 years. And they have, initially the NCAA said, no, you're not eligible. And then they went to a federal judge in Tuscaloosa who signed a temporary restraining order that says for the next 10 days until this can be heard, yes, you can play. So the NCAA is left with, well, can we possibly just vacate the wins?
A lot of schools have started to play this game, test the limits and the boundaries of eligibility. So you mentioned it. I mean, Louisville's done it, BYU's done it, Baylor's done it. Now you have Alabama doing it. To me, the line is very simple. Once you've signed a professional contract, you're not eligible for collegiate sports.
So then the question is, what about those European contracts?
They're professional leagues and you're being paid, then you're done.
I agree, but that's part of the loophole that is allowing these guys to come back. And if they played for the G League Ignite, not associated with an NBA team, but they're being paid. But so are college athletes now. They're being paid. They're signing professional contracts.
The G League is part of the NBA. The NBA is a recognized professional sports league. When your signature in ink is placed on the sheet of paper, that's it. You're done. You're ineligible. Now, we do see instances like in baseball. You may be drafted by a team, but if you don't sign, you can go back to school. We can see that maybe changing with basketball and football. I'd be okay with that gray area where like a Quinn Ewers last year goes in the 7th round, but if he doesn't sign on the dotted line, I guess I'm more okay with that. To me, the line is you sign to play professional sports.
Does Miami then keep his rights so they don't have to redraft him, or does he re-enter the draft if he goes back in after having if he goes back to Texas or he goes anywhere else? Because trust me, with this going on right now, I can almost guarantee you with 99.9% certainty that after this NFL draft, where we have underclassmen, ill-advised, that leave to go to the NFL draft. They're either drafted in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, or they go undrafted. You can't use the argument, well, they can't come back because they signed with an agent.
Right.
They all have agents coming out of high school now.
Correct.
So that relationship is already there.
And for them, if there's probably more money in playing another college year than being a 6th or 7th round pick.
And the loophole, all they have to do is, if they are underclassmen, is say, you know what, I'm going to continue to go to class. I'm going to prepare for the combine. I'm going to prepare for the NFL draft, but I'm going to stay enrolled at my respective school.
Yeah.
They go to the draft, and then they come back out and say, you know what, I didn't like my draft status. I can make more in college, or I didn't get drafted. I want to go back to college. They're going to test that same rule.
I think I'm okay with that. Certainly a lot more than the guy who goes and plays in games and then says, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to Van Wilder this. I'm going to go back to school just because.
Great movie, by the way.
Yeah. Now, look, in hockey, you could be drafted by a team and still play, but you haven't signed your entry-level contract. In baseball, you may be drafted by the Yankees, but if you're like, I don't want to play for the Yankees. I was drafted in the 18th round. I'm going to go back to school and re-roll and see if I can be a first-round pick later. There's already examples of guys going into the draft, but then still playing collegiate sports. Where the line in the sand is, or the line of demarcation is, once you have signed and are now appearing in games in a professional league, you're done. You can't go back. That's how it should be, but that's not how it currently is being applied. And, of course, Tom Izzo has thoughts on this. We have that audio. Let's play it.
So a lot of respect for Coach Izzo because he understands his stature in college basketball.
Yeah.
He is the veteran voice that needs to be talking. And while, Nick Saban was in college football and now obviously we're doing what he's doing, that's a voice that I think you should be listening to. But certainly for Coach Izzo, every time one of these situations comes up, he has commented on every single one. And we've heard from John Calipari, we've heard from a lot of different coaches, but it's also coaches that are trying to use this rule. Nate Oates.
Yep.
Okay, we got a lot of respect for Nate Oates, but he's the one that's trying to get Bediako to be able to play. And I just to touch on a subject in terms of, a lot of people want the NCAA. If that player is allowed to play over the next 10 days, the sentiment is the NCAA could just say, well, any game that he plays in, you have to forfeit that win if he's ultimately determined to be ineligible.
Right. They could still do that.
Well, they can't. Because part of the TRO, this is why I want to bring this up, because part of the TRO states that threatening, imposing, attempting to impose, suggesting, or implying any penalties or sanctions is outlawed. So for 10 days, they got a get out of jail free card.
For the 10 days, yes.
Right. So if he's in 10 days, if he's determined to be ineligible, any of those wins that he plays in are still wins for Alabama.
Still count. Yeah. The workaround would be if the NCAA tournament committee, can they punish?
Well, sure, they could look at it and say, well, we're just, in our little closed room session, we're going to say we can't count any of those wins.
Right.
And ultimately, does it keep Alabama out? Who knows?
Probably not. But I think part of the problem here is whatever you think of Nate Oates or some of these other coaches, competition inherently is going to have coaches looking for loopholes. Competitors are going to say, well, if I'm allowed to, if no one tells me I can't do it,
right,
I'm going to do it. That's why there needs to be a bylaw. There needs to be a rule.
Well, and trust me, I don't want the federal government getting involved in any more than they're already involved in. But if this is going to be something that judges are, hey, we get turned down, we're just going to sue because we know the courts and the NCAA can't do anything about it, then at some point the federal government does need to start legislating what can happen.
Lighter news, cookie jar coming up at 7:35. Heather, what's in the news?
Well, with the temperatures dropping today and that Arctic cold headed our way, there's a lot of things that you shouldn't leave in your car that can be downright dangerous. So I've got a couple things here I'm going to share with you so that you can protect your belongings and yourself. So first, you should never leave your phone or a tablet in your car during these extreme colds because it can damage the lithium ion batteries that are inside. They're very sensitive to extreme cold. Most people aren't going to do that, but sometimes you do. Just make sure you're always taking those things with you. Pop, beer, canned liquids. We all know what could happen with that, right?
Explosions.
Yes. So could be very messy. You don't want it, I guess, to
clean
explode.
up that mess.
Yeah, no. Musical instruments you don't want to leave in the cold. So they're pricey to replace, but leaving your kids, wooden clarinet in the back seat is just a bad idea. There could be some cracks.
Can they explode like trees?
Maybe. I mean,
what happened to your
not?
clarinet? How come you didn't bring it in?
It exploded. But it can lead to cracks and warping of the instrument. So be careful with those. Eyeglasses.
No one wants a cracked instrument.
Nope. Eyeglasses could also crack.
Really?
Yeah, it says if you leave your eyeglasses in the cold car, can cause lenses to crack or become brittle.
Huh. I always leave my glasses in my truck so that I
can see when you drive.
See when I drive, yes.
Eggs. You should just never leave eggs in the car in general, but they can also freeze. The inside of the eggs can freeze, cause the egg shells to crack. You don't want to use those eggs.
Then you get a cold-boiled egg.
Yeah. Canned foods, we kind of already talked about that. Medication. Mm-hmm. If you pick up a prescription, don't leave it in the car. The cold can significantly alter the effectiveness of that prescription and other over-the-counter drugs. So take all of that inside. Loved ones, don't leave your kids in the back seat. Don't leave grandma back there. Make sure everyone is out of the car. It happens.
Grandma got frozen, in the back of the truck.
I mean, because hypothermia can set in so quickly now with these crazy temperatures.
Sure.
So Just be sure. And John, you'll appreciate this one. A low gas tank. You don't want it. So make sure you have at least a half full gas tank before you
condensation.
head out. Yes. So the attorney representing him says that Sharon Moore is innocent of the charges against him and the truth will come out in court. So Moore and his attorney, Ellen Michaels, were in court on Thursday where Michaels questioned the credibility of a key witness and said that she is asking to have his charges dismissed.
So trying to read between the lines, are they insinuating that he didn't break in, that maybe he was invited in? I'm trying to understand maybe where his side's coming from here.
I don't know, but get your popcorn ready because this is going to get wildly entertaining.
He wasn't threatening her. It was a butter knife, for crying out loud. I don't know. The defense is going to be crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Dan Skipper's playing days are done. The longtime Detroit Lions offensive lineman announced his retirement on Thursday in a post on Instagram. And he basically said that he is going to be trading 24 years of putting on pads and a helmet to pursue a career in coaching.
Good for him.
So he didn't go into any more detail there as far as where or who or what he'll be coaching.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good for him. That's great.
Yeah. Look, we'll always have the reporting eligible moment.
Yeah, the Dan Skipper game.
Yep.
So we have lots of movies to watch. Sinners broke the record for most Oscar nominations for a single film ever with 16. I've never seen it, but apparently I will have to because it's up for every single award, basically. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor.
Well, and you Josh Allen's wife. She's in that, right?
She is? I don't know. I don't know anything about the movie except Michael B. Jordan's in it. That's the only thing I know because it's on my piece of paper here. Like, I don't even know what the movie
Steinfeld
is.
is in Sinners. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's more reason for me to watch. What is it about?
Let me look up the thing here.
I thought maybe you
it's
had
a
it.
vampire horror film.
Oh, okay.
Sinners is?
That's what this says. AI overview. Sorry, guys, I didn't have time to.
I don't know.
Oh, not typically my genre, but I'll check in. I normally do watch whoever wins the award. I have seen One Battle After Another, which came in with the second most nominations.
Who's in that
with
one?
13. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh.
Yeah, with 13. And then there's a whole bunch of other Best Pictures as well. Begonia, Frankenstein, F1, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent, Sentimental.
Secret Agent Man?
No, man, just Secret
No, I know.
Agent.
It's a song.
I know the song, John. Sentimental Value and Train Dreams.
No, John, the song is Secret Asian Man.
That's Heather with the news. Coming up next is Cookie Jar. And Heather, you are struggling with this one.
I think this is the hardest cookie jar we've ever had.
It's a very dude-friendly cookie jar.
That's next, 97.1. It's the cookie jar. It's brought to you by Moran Chevrolet, where you always get the best price, period. Does vaping count as smoking?
No. And by saying no, I'm not saying it's any better. I just don't think it counts as smoking. It's vapor versus burned tobacco.
Yeah, technically, no, but I would. Personally, I lump them together.
Like if someone
If
told
you
you
smoke
I
or
don't
you vape,
smoke,
that's all the same thing to me.
Yeah.
they said I
Even
don't
though
smoke.
technically it's not.
But if someone told me they didn't smoke and they vape, that'd be like, well,
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's not.
Yeah, language is used to differentiate two different things, and so vaping is differentiating from smoking. Look, how an establishment enforces a differentiation, whether they lump it in is up to them, but I would say no.
I mean, technically, you guys nailed it, I think, but it's a habit, okay? I would equate it to almost like drinking Coke Zero instead of Coke. You're still getting the nicotine and you're still getting the enjoyment out of it. It's just not quite the exact same.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Nicorette gum is not chewing, or is not smoking.
correct. But you're still getting your nicotine.
So there's a little bit differentiation to it, but I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
okay.
It's a very, very heavy one. Did you say yours?
Oh, I think they're the same thing.
Oh,
You do damage to your lungs using nicotine, and there's like it might smell like different. It's still the same thing.
Yeah, but isn't there? I mean, so it doesn't have to be nicotine. It could be a weed smoke.
And you
thing, yeah.
can vape different substances, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can also smoke different substances too.
Sure.
To me, I do lump them together. Though.
I do too. How many languages can you say hello in?
So I think I'm at about 4 or 5.
Oh, you can do more than that. I believe.
I think you can do more than that too. I think I can do at least 7.
I had 6.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, no.
6, 7.
Dork. Hola. Obviously Spanish, yeah. Ciao.
Yes.
Italian.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yeah. You,
Konnichiwa.
Oh, I see. I know
That's
that. That wasn't on my
Japanese.
list.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What about
Yes.
ni hao?
Yes. Ni hao. Ni
Ni
hao.
hao.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's that one?
Chinese, I think.
Mandarin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or me-
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guten Tag.
Yes. German.
But that's good day, right?
No, Guten Tag. I think it's Guten Tag is like hello.
Hello.
I think it's kind of like ciao,
Guten Tag.
which is kind of like ciao can be used for numerous things,
The
not
wrong-
just always
if
hello.
I tried to find the Russian one, and I can't even say it because I wanted to be the Sergey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You left out another one, John. English.
Okay. I mean,
How
come
about
on.
aloha?
that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. So 5. Hello is Dutch. Minus the accent. Hello.
You guys back there, we missed it.
Collective.
Yeah, I mean,
We just made a
I got
list.
7. I would
Yeah.
also add maybe Australian. Hey, mate.
Hi. G'day.
Good day.
G'day.
That count?
No.
Tom, does the Irish have a separate one?
I don't know. And that's pathetic, isn't it, that I don't know? I'm probably the low ball here. I think John's first 3 is about all I know. I don't care.
We had it in the news a while back. Dietrich Furs is closing, and they have that iconic
Yeah.
commercial. What television commercial from growing up do you remember most?
Well, so I took a little bit of liberty with this one because most people would say I'm still growing up.
Oh, okay.
So I will go back to the greatest era of commercials, and that would be the early 2000s. The Coors Light celebrating football. Here's the football, and it's the twins.
Oh, I don't know it.
Oh, you don't?
oh, yeah. Well,
Google it.
Okay.
see, I thought when you said Coors, I thought you were going to go with the train.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
This was so hard
Definitely
for me
twins.
because there was so many iconic commercials from my childhood. I'm thinking the 90s. I mean, I wrote down a ton, like the Toys R Us commercials.
What are the Toys R Us commercials?
You know the song? I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us
Oh,
kid.
yeah,
There's no
yeah,
any
yeah.
toys at Toys R Us that I can play with from bikes
Right,
to
yeah.
trains to
Well, he
video
doesn't even
games.
know Toys R Us. It wasn't even around.
True.
when he was a kid. Yeah.
Mentos, the Fresh Maker, that was good. Folgers. I'm going to go with a Pepsi commercial.